Hello and a warm welcome to South Korea and the Korea International Circuit as we bring you the latest highlights, round 8 of the TCR Asia series. Also a big weekend for Korea themselves as Korea launch their first TCR Korea series here at the former Formula One circuit. Let's take a look back at round 7, which also took place here. Wet conditions leading up to the race, but dry for the actual race. Kantani Kasuri, our current champion, racing for SEAT, and the Viper Nisa team on the left-hand side. Luca Ensler in the Volkswagen, getting the lead, but then getting tapped from behind by the Thai Neuer, sending Kantani Kasuri wide. Luckily, Ensler surviving, and both men went on. Sadly, Alex Liu of Macau did not. Lo Ziho chasing down the leader, Luca Ensler. So too Mitchell Chair. Chair squeezing through the championship leader by just 3 points ahead of the number 28, Lo Ziho. Charlie Kang also an early incident for him, spinning the car around. And Luca Ensler doing everything he could to hang on to the VW at the front ahead of Mitchell Chair. Lo Ziho still in the mix. Kantani Kasuri recovered well. And the next man to fall foul of the Korea circuit was Mitchell Chair as he was chasing down the leader. Just got a little too close at times and locked up. Almost got past his teammate, but would then make a mistake without anybody else involved. He just cut the corner here, threw up some dirt, and as he turned in the left-hander, spun it round. Luckily, he didn't hit anything and was able to recover. And then Lo Ziho, winner in Bangsan, getting into a big battle with Kantani Kasuri. Kasuri bouncing over the curves, but staying ahead of Lo Ziho as he sided his way to the front yet again. Alex Young watching on to see what his protege, Mitchell Chair, could do in recovery, and he did a good job too. Chasing down, first of all, Andrew Kim in the Korean Championship. The very experienced Kim racing for the brand new racing team in the Hyundai. And Mitchell Chair putting lots of pressure on down the main straight, finally forcing him into a mistake. Lim going on at the first corner and allowing Mitchell Chair through. Good racing by the young Malaysian. And meanwhile, at the front, Luca Ensler, his teammate, was in trouble because Kantani Kasuri had caught up and in fact had gone past into the right-hander. Brilliantly done by the Thai driver, and Kasuri ahead of Luca Ensler. And once he got the lead, Viper Nisa weren't going to relinquish it, and it was a famous win. And ironically, it was Roelof Bruins who took the Viper Nisa team to victory last time out in 2016. Lo Ziho would pull out, winner in Bangsan, nothing out of this one in round 7. He would park it, so too would Diego Moran with a bent suspension. And likewise, Mitchell Chair not faring well either. Not a good day for Kurt Dremel and the team. And in the end, it was plain sailing for the Viper Nisa team. And a welcome back to Kantani Kasuri, the current champion, who of course won the championship in 2017 for the Liqui Moly team. This year's championship leader, Mitchell Chair, would get back out, but he would lose that championship lead after stopping. And in the end, the checkered flag falling for the Viper Nisa team and the returning Kantani Kasuri. And in fact, it win for the team here, and a welcome back to Korea for them. Kasuri then with the win over Luca Ensler in the VW. Then Alex Wei in 3rd place. Wong 4th, Alex Liu in 5th, and Hanjit Kassam of Thailand in 6th. Well done then to Kantani Kasuri, but he was a guest driver, therefore the points would all go to Luca Ensler. Let's head down to the press conference and hear from him.
Yeah, the start was nearly perfect. We've been starting on the wet side, so we knew that we're going to lose at the first meters, but I tried to manage that and went down with the RPM at the start, and yeah, it worked out. I nearly had a perfect start. Overtook him in the first corner and steered into the corner, and then I felt a big impact, so someone like losing the braking point and completely crashed into my car. And yeah, from there on the race was like done for me.
I did a big mistake on the first lap, and I crashed with other contender trying to pass him. It was a very risky maneuver from my side, and I pushed too hard, and then we crashed. It's a pity because the race could have been good for me. I had a very good pace. And then when I was ready last, 3 laps less than the first, so I decided to gamble and stop again because it started rain. But then the dry again, and yeah, I mean, for me it was very unfortunate.
I had a great start and catch up to second when the best position, and but I try to keep the pace, and when there is a few laps last, and I think my water temperature goes high and up to 110 degrees, so I have to come back to have a check because I still have to protect the car for race 2. So that's it, and unfortunately, maybe I'm hoping for a podium finish, but that's how it is. Let's hope for a better one in the race 2.
So with 7 rounds gone, Luca Ensler hits the top of the table with 118 points, but he's only 4 ahead of his teammate at the Liqui Moly Ensler Team Ensler. Lo Ziho of Hong Kong and Maximum Racing still third, so plenty to play for as we head into round 8. And the weather will be a factor again here in Korea. 2 typhoons in the area, and in fact several cars not making it to the dock in Korea to make it to the racetrack. So we're missing a few. We've still got 18 out there, but as you can see, it's rather nasty out there. David Soninger, the managing director of Motorsport Asia, welcoming TCR Korea to the fold, represented by Hong Sik Jeon of E-Rain Racing. Has run many single-seater and touring car and GT teams over the years, and one of the biggest influences on Korean motorsport. And delighted, I'm sure, to welcome another brand new national series to Korea as part also of course, TCR Asia. So then, here's the grid. D.W. Kang in pole position. Alex Liu alongside him, then Andrew Kim, Wong, Kang and Noya from Thailand, the current Thai champion. Then it's Chair and Engsler, 7th and 8th, reverse grid, remember. Kusuri in 9th, and a little further down, Hanjit Kassam of Thailand, Douglas Koo, and then Lee. Alex Jung, mentor, of course, to Mitchell Chair. This is an important race for him. Atrocious conditions as the green flag waves at the back for the start of round 8. Here we go then. Out go the lights, away we go. Got to avoid the wheel spin. And a very tentative start from Andrew Kim there from the front row, and he does get engulfed by the rest of the teams as we go on board. And hung out to dry on the outside, Luca Ensler chasing down the car number 30. That's Wong Kian-kun. And Ensler, whoa, and through goes the number 29 of Mitchell Chair on Luca Ensler. And Ensler, look at the spray he's dealing with, and he still can't get past Kian Kwan as they go down the long straight down towards turn 3. And he's got to be careful here, Luca. Absolutely atrocious conditions. Look, 2 car lengths and you can't see anything. One thing you can see is out front is the number 3 of Alex Liu. Everybody very careful and tiptoeing almost through turn 3. There's Diego Moran. Oh, and spun round. That's Kantani Kasuri, who won round 7. And he's already out of round 8 as we go back to the leaders. Mitchell Chair leads, but only just from Alex Liu, who's already attacking him as they go into the left-hander. That was a little aggressive. Through goes Liu, but then spins it and allows Mitchell Chair back into the lead. Well, Alex Liu thought he had the lead for a moment there and then made a mistake of just going a little too hot himself. Well, it's all going on the start of this one, and you can see from the conditions it's absolutely atrocious out there. The Hyundai of number 87, that's Wang Hui. As Mitchell Chair continues to pull away at the front. Now he's got to be careful here. He lost the championship lead to Luca Ensler in the last round, and he needs it back as we go on board with Ensler, who's stuck in the mid-pack at the moment. And he's just behind the Indigo Racing number 87 of Kang Wang Hui. He really has to be careful. He's going to make an attempt to overtake, and he does so. Nicely done on the Hyundai. And through goes the VW of Luca Ensler. Ensler, the current championship leader, and in the dry set a new lap record in the 220s, but he's not going to get anywhere near that in these conditions, that's for sure. Well, we thought these typhoons in Korea would play a part over the weekend, and they have done. There was heavy rain in testing, and then it dried out, and then it rained again, and as you can see now, it's just about as bad as it can be. Alex Liu is Luca Ensler's next victim. And this is brave driving by the young German in these conditions. It's absolutely atrocious, but he comes on the outside of Alex Liu, and he's done it. Oh, brilliantly done by Luca Ensler. Jari Anoya just ahead of him in the Honda, the current Thai champion. And look at this, Luca Ensler finding grip, and certainly bravery as he comes through the final complex. That was a great few corners there to get onto the main straight and now go in pursuit of the potential lead where his teammate is, Mitchell Chair. He's got the best view of all. No spray on his windscreen. And you can see water underfoot, and they're almost aquaplaning as they watch on nervously from the pit wall. Here's another look at Alex Liu. Just touching briefly there with Mitchell Chair. And then just seconds later, Alex Liu going too wide and spinning the Elegant Racing car round and giving the lead back to Alex Young's protege. It's been an up and down season for Mitchell Chair. He didn't have the best of Thailand races on the streets of Bang Sian, but he's popped back here and into form. And at the moment, he's leading the way. But as you can see, Luca Ensler, his teammate, and the man now leading the championship ahead of Mitchell Chair, is hounding him down. Look at the puddles that they're having to drive through. This is absolutely atrocious conditions. And both these two men with the championship beckoning have to be careful. They're up against each other, and they're up against the elements very much so. And just one mistake could end either driver's hopes of taking the championship and another championship for the Liqui Moly Ensler team. Fair distance between the two of them, but Luca Ensler, I think, being careful of the fact that he doesn't want to get too close to Mitchell. As they come out of that last complex again, into the right-hander, which completes the lap here. It seems like the conditions are just slightly better on the front straight than they are towards the back of the circuit. Down the main straight, you can see it's just not as dreary, is it? Down the straight they come. And good defensive driving from Mitchell Chair, just closing the door on Ensler, just in case he was thinking of making a move. And the Hyundai of Cho Hun Yun of Indigo Racing, the second Indigo Racing car to spin round, is out. And meanwhile, this battle at the front continues. Down the long straight towards turn 3. A little bit of clear air for Luca to see in. That's wise driving by him. And he might even try to make a move around the outside if he can get close enough here. Now he jigs to the inside. Whoa, that was a surprise for Mitchell Chair. He expected him to come around the outside. Luca's gone to the inside, and that was textbook racing driving. Brilliantly done by the young German. And now it's a drag race out of 4, side by side, the two VWs. There comes the full course yellow, and the safety car is out. And that's because Macau driver Alex Liu has come together with one of the Indigo Racing Hyundais. And it also means that Luca Ensler may have to lose that place because the board was out just as he was making that overtake. We'll see what the 29, that's Mitchell Chair, who we're on board with now, does. And when we get up to the safety car, all will be revealed. For now, though, Ensler leads the whole pack, and it's also going to play into the hands of Kantani Kasuri, who won round 7. Will allow him and Diego, there he is in 3rd, that will allow him and Diego Moran in 4th to catch up. Well, we knew the rain would be part of the drama here in Korea. We didn't just know how. There's the safety car. So then, everyone will line up behind him, and it might be just a little bit of breathing space for all of the drivers having to concentrate in these very, very tough conditions. And that's the 97 lining up. That's Woo Yun Cho. And interesting chats, I'm sure, going on. And what's going to happen here? Yeah, I think Mitchell Chair is going to go in front here, because that is the right thing, because, as a rather nervous Alex Young watches on, because he was leading at the time of that incident. So it will be Mitchell Chair who leads them away again. Luca Ensler right there with him. Here comes Kantani Kasuri and Diego Moran. And Kasuri and Moran, teammates last year when Kasuri won the championship, and now going to battle out the podium. 2 distinct battles here. Can Luca Ensler get on level terms with Mitchell Chair as they head down the long straight again towards turn 3? This angle really gives you a sense of the speed and the rooster tails being thrown up by those leading. Chair trying to hold on as Luke Ensler looks to the outside at 3, dives back into the inside and they almost touch. But luckily Mitchell Chair trying to get back the championship lead from the man behind him, and the man we're on board with, Luca Ensler, who smartly gets out of the rooster tail of his teammate. Now gets back into it, but decides better to stay on the outside. Now he goes to the inside on the left-hander. Closing stages of round 8. The championship on the line here. 2 more rounds to go in Shanghai after this, but who will be leading the championship after this race? Ensler headed towards another title, but which driver will it be? And will Kantani Kasuri have anything to say about it? Well, he's still the guest driver, Kantani Kasuri. Now they're side by side, the 2 Liqui Moly boys. Brilliantly done. Luca Ensler makes a move around the outside and overtakes the young Malaysian. The German leads now, but here comes Kantani Kasuri. Kasuri tries up the inside, can't pull it off on Mitchell Chair. It's going to be an exciting finish, this one. And again, Kasuri trying to make it a 3-way battle. And he's getting amongst it, isn't he? And now up the inside again of Mitchell. Still can't quite pull it off. And this is desperate times here at the front. And if these 3 keep playing like this, Diego Moran is going to join the battle, because he's just behind. There he is, with the lights blazing. The Ecuadorian in the orange Liqui Moly car. And this is cracking racing here. And the conditions have played their part. Very, very slippery out there. Visibility very hard. And Kantani Kasuri, as they come through towards the last complex again, nipping at the heels of Mitchell Chair, who's doing everything he can to both go fast and try to stay with Luca, as well as defend his own position as they come onto the main straight again. Across the line comes Luca Ensler, the championship leader. Beginning of the weekend here in Korea, Lo Ziho was 2nd in the championship, but pulled out at the middle of round 7 and did not take the start here for round 8. So, big opportunity for both Mitchell Chair and for Luca Ensler, and even Diego Moran there in 4th position. Down the long straight they come. And I don't think conditions are improving towards the back of the circuit, maybe just a little bit on the front straight. You can see there's not a lot of visibility out there. You can hardly see Kantani Kasuri in 3rd position. They've got to be oh so careful here, especially Luca. He doesn't want to blow it now, having done all the hard work. He got the restart when the safety car was out. He'd only just overtaken Mitchell. And it looks as though Kantani Kasuri is closer than he's been for a while. That might make another attempt on trying to get past Mitchell Chair. Meanwhile, Ensler in the number 8, the German, who's had such a cracking year. Won the Middle East Championship at the beginning of the year. Has raced here in Asia, won at Sepang early on. And recently he's been racing in TCR in Germany. Son, of course, of the former two-time Asian champion, the legend Franz Ensler. Now damage here to the Elegant Racing Cup car of the Macau driver. That's number 30, Kian Kwang Wong. And it looks as though that cup competition for him is not going anywhere. Let's see if they can get him out. Across the line they come again, the leaders. And now Mitchell Chair under massive pressure now from Kantani Kasuri. Kasuri getting a good run on him. Can he get him on the back straight? He's certainly positioning himself well. He needs to tuck himself in and try and see if he can get to that inside line before Mitchell Chair. And if anything, Luca Ensler is pulling away at the front while second and third battle. Around the outside goes Kantani this time. They're side by side as they head towards 4, which of course is a right-hander. Wong out of the car, and I'm sure he'll be back for Shanghai, but round 8 is not to be for him. Now Luca Ensler pulling away here, and Mitchell Chair's got enough on his hands. He can't really worry about Luca. He's got to defend his position because Kantani Kasuri in the Seat comes again. This time he's finally done it. Or has he? Chair keeps his foot in. That's great driving by the young Malaysian. And the tie is pushing. Look at this. Left and right, side by side for the last 3 corners. And finally, Kasuri, the champion of 2017, pulls it off. But I don't think Mitchell's done yet. Only needs 1 mistake, of course, by the champ. Racing, of course, in the Seat for Viper Nisa Racing this weekend. And it's ironic, he got pole position in round 7. And that, of course, 2016, many remember when Rudolf Bruins took pole position and the win. But he's here this weekend, looking after TCR Korea, one of the teams there. And Viper Nisa back in pole and fighting for the lead again here with the current champion, Kasuri. Now, where can Chair maybe make a move? Down the back straight, just as Kasuri did to him, paid back the compliment. The puddles, sitting water everywhere, and these onboards really give you an indication of just how hard it is. Worried moments in the pit lane as Kurt Tremmel and the team watch on. This is the last lap, and it's not over here between these two. This the battle for second place. Kasuri tries round the outside. He's running out of time though. This is the last 2 corners. It's going to be a win for Luca Ensler, but who's going to take second? It's going to be a 1-2 for the Ensler team as Mitchell Chair holds on. Honsik waves the flag, and a brilliant 1-2 for the VW Liqui Moly Ensler team. Kantani Kasuri keeps them honest and takes a podium. A good weekend for him and the Viper Nisa Racing Seat team. I think they're happy. Well, they should be. Tense race, that one, with these conditions. And finally, a smile on the face of Kurt Tremmel then. Confirmation of the result, a win for Luca Ensler, Kantani Kasuri in second place, Mitchell Chair in third, Diego Moran in fourth position, Byung-Hul Piang in 5th, and Chalia Noya in 6th place. So congratulations to our top men. Good weekend for the Liqui Moly Ensler team once again in atrocious conditions, and now they can celebrate as if they weren't wet enough already. Let's head down to the press conference and hear from our winner.
Yeah, I think I had a quite good start, managed to overtake a few cars in the beginning, and then I decided to take not maximum risk, just trying to not crash or contact something or crash into someone else, and Mitchell went on the outside through. He took a bit more risk, and in the end that's the reason why he jumped so fast on P1. He did a perfect first lap, and then I see I'm faster than the other cars and just tried to push like hell and doing step by step, not taking too much risk. Overtook him, and then decided to fight against Kasuri because you know, when you're leading the race you want to win it and not to finish second. So it was much fun to fight with him. Also, thanks for that. It was a clear and a fair fight, and it was a nice race for me.
And a check on the championship after 8 rounds. Luca Ensler extending that lead now to 143 points. Mitchell Chair still in the hunt with 132. Work to be done by Lo Ziho with 2 rounds to go. He's trying to hold off Diego Moran for 3rd place overall. So, 2 more rounds remaining from China and Shanghai. Korea, great to have it back on the calendar. Rain or shine, congratulations to TCR Korea. From me, Jonathan Green, until next time, goodbye for now.